Know that grief is not one size fits all. However, it's part of our lives. There's no way that we can escape it at all. And tonight we're introducing you to Tina Patton as part of our More Than a Number series, focused on families turning their pain of losing a loved one into purpose. Although 25 years have passed by since Patton lost her little sister, Melissa Wolfenbarger, tonight she says that she and her family are hopeful that the truth will reveal itself.
She was so happy and so sweet and so loving.
Unidentified body parts found on April 29, 1999, had been identified as being Melissa Wolfenbarger.
I said, oh my God, I just want to cry.
The body was dismembered and disposed of.
Somebody cut her to pieces. How could that happen to her? That's my favorite. She was 16.
Tina Patton reflects on the past.
When I look at that picture, I can see the twinkle in her eye.
When she and Melissa Wolfenbarger were kids.
In her first twirling pageant, she placed third.
Despite a 70-year age difference, the years made no difference at all.
I remember that picture so well. Anywhere I went, she was right behind me.
But one day, Melissa's calls to big sister Tina and the family stopped. Her life story was tragically cut short 25 years ago when this married mother of two went missing in 1999.
What was going through your mind when you learned that she was missing?
Where could she be? How is she missing? Where is she?
Less than a mile away from Melissa's home, police were called to Avon Avenue and Hartford Place.
April 29, 1999, a human skull is found.
That's when I knew something was wrong.
No confirmation it was Melissa's remains, but
35 days later, more remains were found hidden in this area. This investigation would continue, but still no sign of Melissa. 1,369 days, nearly 4 years of waiting. Authorities identified those remains belonging to Melissa. Her father connecting the dots from behind bars with a possible DNA hit.
If it hadn't been for my dad being arrested, we wouldn't know that my sister was dead. She was in the morgue for a few years.
her father is a convicted serial killer sitting in a Georgia prison to this day.
When my dad got arrested, the news wanted to talk to us about my dad. My mom said, okay, you want to talk about him? You got to talk about my daughter that's missing.
Did you guys ever think that maybe Dad was involved?
Oh, no. Dad loved us.
Family members don't believe Patton is a suspect, and neither do investigators with APD or the GBI.
How do you live with that every day, knowing that justice has not come for Melissa?
It's hard to live with. That's why I keep talking about it.
If somebody's out there, they're watching, they're like, I know who did it, but they're afraid to come forward. If you can look in that camera, what would you tell them?
It could easily be you in my sister's spot. You got to speak up.
Yeah, hopefully more information comes forward. Patton also tells 11 Alive that she will continue to fight for Melissa as her forever protector. And we also want to remind you that More Than a Number is not just helping tell stories like Melissa's, but also aiding families experiencing loss right now. So 11 Alive has now created a resource guide online, including information from the Georgia Crime Victims Compensation Program, which you can access right now on 11alive.com/more than a number.